much. And I think we kind of think it's okay during winter. But we do have Gosa Sheikh, who is a personal fitness instructor, and she's going to be actually sharing with us some winter fitness tips. Assalamu alaikum, Gosa. So good to have you back in the studio with us.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's good to be back.
So when I see you, it's like a reminder as well. Razia, get going with your fitness. Come on.
I'm so glad.
Alhamdulillah. You take that energy, you take that spirit with you.
Absolutely.
Now, you know, in these kind of cold days coming, okay, this week we felt it in Durban. The whole time I've been saying, I can't wait for the cold. That's what I was saying. And then it came.
In summer, that's what we feel.
Yeah.
We can do with the cold.
We can do. And I think in Durban, we are privileged because we can actually ask for the cold. But let's go in any other province or any other place that's not as Durban is. What happens is we are freezing. So we are live. And I love whenever I'm live, I must have somebody walk behind me. So, Sister Kosa, share with us, you know, in winter, we like to cover up. We like to kind of get cozy. We don't want to move. And I think because we have so many layers on, we think it's okay. Nobody's going to really see if I gain a kilo or two. It's
but they
okay.
Don't realize how much.
But mine you can see on my cheeks.
Okay. So,
no, but you're right. We don't realize how much.
Absolutely.
And then, you know, I think with exercise, it's like this. Like I always say, I'm like soda water, right? But it's about getting that momentum again. So if winter comes and we just kind of unplug and we do absolutely nothing.
Then there's no consistency.
Then what happens?
Fall off the wagon situation.
Totally.
That's what it's going to do.
Right.
But just like how we love those layers.
Yeah.
Keep those layers on and keep moving.
Right.
That's the idea.
Right.
Because if you're a morning person, for example, like I am, the mornings or the nights are nights and they night till 6:30. It's still dark outside.
It's still dark.
So I'm a person that would leave the house when it's dark and get back home when it's dark because I train at that
That's
time.
true. That's true. The days are shorter.
It takes a little bit of willpower, a little bit of motivation.
A little bit Lord for some of us, right?
A little bit of loyalty to yourself.
Right.
Also, because you've done so much of work up until now. But then you've got to say, how can I now just jump off the wagon?
Yeah.
So I need to try by all means to keep the consistency and find a way to move forward. The first thing is keep the layers on.
Right.
Warm yourself up. Be comfortable before you leave the house.
Yeah.
Whether it's the morning, whether it's the afternoon.
That makes sense. Because if you're cold, you're uncomfortable and you don't want to do anything. Right.
So
no guilt for layering up. Okay, we got past that one. Great. And
no guilt at all. Because the minute you actually get out of the house and you're comfortable, put your heater on, get to the gym, choose preferably indoor facilities, whether it's the gym, whether it's a studio, whether it's your home. But if you somebody that the cold affects you to that point where you don't want to be outside and you don't want to do anything to do with the cold, choose indoors and stick with it.
And that's the beauty. We have choices.
We have choices. Absolutely.
So that's so nice to just know. What else do you have to say? Because I can already feel I'm getting motivated now to continue and to stay in that space before winter really hits in and hits us.
So like I said, when it comes to our bodies, we would do anything for comfort. Absolutely anything. And leaving the bed is the most
hardest part
of the day.
That is so true.
That is not just for somebody that does not do activity. It's for anybody. I till date feel that discomfort.
Yeah.
But we all as Muslims or as people that we have this a compulsory act that we have to do in the morning.
SubhanAllah.
So we're waking up for Fajr.
Aren't we lucky?
Stay awake.
Stay awake. Don't jump back in. Yeah.
Because Fajr is so late.
Yeah.
Anyway,
at
the
day
moment
has to start.
winter, that we can still wake up, read your tahajjud, read your Fajr, probably even make a cup of coffee and be comfortable, have breakfast if you need to.
Right.
If you're that person that needs to eat before they train. And then see how your body warms up into being awake. As soon as you're done with wudu, I know that there are people that can go back to bed after doing an act like that and probably pray salah, half sleeping, and then just wait to go back. But if you're that person that really understands the need to be active,
Yeah.
then you'd force yourself to just stay awake and get your day started.
So as you're saying this, and I think maybe some people would say, I'm the type that, okay, my day is so cool, or I'm flexy, so I can jump back into bed after
Yeah.
Fajr. That's fine. No kids, no work, whatever.
Yes.
However, tell us about exercising at the different times, because I know the morning is way better than the evening. Just maybe shed some light on that for us.
So when it comes to people that train in the morning, the saying, the early bird catches the worm, doesn't go unnoted.
Absolutely.
So the idea is, if you train in the morning, obviously your metabolism is going to last longer in your life because you're waking up your heart rate earlier for a longer period
There
of
we
time,
go.
and it understands how to be active for
Right.
long periods of time. So
Right.
that is a metabolism booster on its own,
Uh-huh.
just by waking up.
And so we
early.
don't need to go and get supplements and this and that to
Nothing of
boost
that
that
sort.
metabolism. There we go.
Nothing
Your
of
body's
that sort.
amazing. Right.
I do not take anything for it, but because of being somebody that can do this is now without the activity,
Mhm.
but just being able to wake up early.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you are jolting your heart rate earlier
Right.
makes a massive difference in your metabolism on its own.
Look at that, hey?
On its own.
So it's
But
just
now,
about learning how to use your body
that's
to
it.
serve you, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then you push it a little further and you try maybe a home workout early.
Mhm.
Something that's not rigorous or hard,
Yeah.
or something that will be like too much for you to manage or to stay consistent in. But maybe you set a goal.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other point that I'm going to get to.
Yes.
Setting a goal. For example, I'm going to do 20 of this and that and that, 3 exercises every morning for my mobility, because I need to be able to stand in my salah. And I'm getting older, so this is something that I know is important.
Beautiful motivation.
Yes.
The reality sets
So
in. Yeah.
it's reality. So
Absolutely.
because I want that mobility, and because I want that that ability to last longer in life,
Yes.
it gives me more of a reason to actually do it.
Look at that.
And then you can go back to bed. If you feel so.
You can go back, or in the evening you can go back to bed.
That's it.
You know what? There's something else that I noticed in winter is that other than just wanting to just curl up and stay warm and layer up, it's also that comfort eating.
Yes.
We love that. In fact, we kind of think it's fine. Zero calories, nothing's going to happen in winter. Tell us about this and maybe shed some light on how can we actually bring in that healthy eating and keep to that consistency.
Comfort eating is an actual thing.
Yeah.
It's something that I feel, to be honest, women go through more and rub off on the men in winter, because it's what the women cook that feel good.
Yeah.
That, they feed their families in. So
It's true.
Choices when it comes to comfort eating, not everything that's comfort has to be unhealthy. There are so many lovely, wonderful options to choose.
The way you say it
Warm
is so good.
options that can be healthy.
Right, name one. Because all I can think now is the lovely hot cup of hot chocolate with that marshmallow on the top.
Yes.
Right, name one of the healthy ones. Bring our mind back
my
there.
go-to, I know that I'm somebody that at the moment I pounce on protein. Every meal has to have a lot of protein because that's the type of diet I'm on.
Do you, for yourself personally, do you work with your blood type and how you should be eating? Is that something you encourage?
If you have had instances of where you feel as if certain things are not working and now it's become about my genes and my genetics and my blood, if that's the reason that you're doing it, then yes, you should. But if you have a normal metabolizing body and you are able to lose and gain weight, you see this happening to you naturally, then you should be able to just balance a diet. Nobody should think that keto is for me, gluten-free is for me, low carb is for me, or whatever these military diet is. No, there's no such thing. If you have no issues, you should not be cutting out anything from your diet.
Yeah. It's not a one size fits all, right?
It's not.
Yeah.
It's about you and how your body actually metabolizes things.
So that's fantastic. So you mentioned, okay, I cut you off there. You said you have a lot of protein.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my comfort in winter, for some reason, I love fried eggs.
Ah,
Fried
okay.
eggs is I would be able to eat it in the morning as breakfast and
Right.
be happy. It's a feel good
That's
feeling.
great.
Toast and a fried egg and
It
avocado
has everything that we
and
need.
everything
Yeah.
feels good, but I would not mind having it again just like that with a hot slice of toast and avocado and eggs again. And guess
Yeah.
what?
Uh-huh.
That's healthy.
There we
It's
go.
good. It's whole
Eggs.
foods.
Yeah.
It's not simple carbs. It's not something that can make you easily gain weight, or because if you know you're training, you know all the boxes that are needed in your
Mm.
body, your vitamins, your proteins, your
Correct.
carbohydrates, and your fats are all
Correct.
ticked in
Correct.
just that one meal.
Correct. Absolutely wonderful. Well, thank you so much for that. It's been so wonderful chatting with you. And I think many of us are feeling that we can do this winter. We can, exercise and stay healthy and stay strong. But we're going to definitely have you on again to keep us motivated in
For
that
sure,
spirit
for
so
sure.
that we don't fall off the wagon. Jazakallah khair for your time. Always love having you in the studio with me. Until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa
Wa alaikum salam wa
barakatuh.
rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
And that was also Sheikh, a fitness personal fitness instructor, sorry. And she was here to actually share with us some wonderful winter fitness tips to keep us in that momentum. And let's not forget that, you know what? It's all about lifestyle. We need to keep that balance where it's about healthy eating, your mindset, your exercise. We can't just do one thing like eat properly and then don't exercise because everything works together. Let's go for a break. It is your Urban Woman Show with me, Razia Rangage, on this beautiful Thursday morning. Urban Woman, sponsored by Vada Gold Gem Jewelers.